Hey there. So, if you're one of the many people who owns a little piece of paradise in Mexico and you're sending money down from the US or Canada for things like condo fees, you're going to want to stick around. We're about to pull back the curtain on the real and often hidden costs that are tucked away inside those routine money transfers.
I mean, it seems like a simple question, right? But the answer, well, it just might surprise you. That super straightforward payment you make every single month could have some sneaky costs hiding just below the surface.
All right, so let's walk through the familiar routine. For most of us, this process is just second nature, right? You've got a maintenance fee or an HOA payment due for your beautiful spot down in paradise, so you do what we all do. You head to your bank's website to send the money. You log into your bank, the one you've trusted for years. You see a really low transfer fee. Maybe it even says $0, and you click send. Easy peasy, right? What could be simpler? But is that really the whole story? Well, here's the thing. That fee they advertise right up front, it is almost never the complete picture. The real cost of sending your money internationally is often, let's just say, cleverly disguised. So here's how it actually works. Pretty much every international transfer has two parts to its price. First, you've got that upfront fee, the one you can see. No problem. But then there's the part you don't see. It's called the FX spread. And this, my friends, is where the real cost is hiding. So what in the world is an FX spread? Honestly, just think of it as a hidden fee. Your bank takes the real mid-market exchange rate, the one you see on Google or Bloomberg, and then they just add their own little markup on top of it. That difference between the real rate and the rate they give you, well, that's their profit, and it comes directly out of your money. And look, this isn't some big secret or a conspiracy theory. The banks themselves admit it, right there in the fine print. Here's a direct quote from Chase Bank's own disclosure. It says the FX rate includes a spread set at their discretion. Bank of America says something really similar. They're basically telling you they're doing it. Just, very, very quietly. Okay, so how much does this hidden spread actually cost you? This is where it gets interesting. Let's dig into the hard numbers and see how the major banks really stack up. Now, to make this super clear, we analyzed a standard, everyday transfer. We're talking about sending 1,000 US dollars to be received in Mexican pesos. Just like you might do for your monthly HOA payment. And here are the numbers. Whoa, just look at that estimated total cost column. That's what tells the real story. With a bank like Bank of America, you're paying somewhere between $20 and $40. But look over at Truist. That exact same $1,000 transfer could cost you over $100. That is a massive, massive difference, and almost all of it is buried in that hidden FX spread. And if you're a visual person, this chart really drives it home. We're just comparing a few of the banks here, but look at that jump in cost. It's absolutely staggering. For the exact same service, sending money from A to B, you could be paying 4 times more, or even more than that, just depending on which bank you happen to use. Okay, so the good news is you don't have to put up with this. There are alternatives out there that operate with a whole lot more transparency, and they avoid those hidden markups altogether. Let's take a look at a service like Wise, for example. The difference is just immediately obvious. They show you an explicit, upfront fee. In this case, it's $12.67. But here's the most important part. Look at this. The exchange rate markup is 0%. They just use the real mid-market rate with absolutely no hidden spread baked in. So what's the total cost for that same $1,000 transfer? It's exactly what they tell you it is, $12.67. That's it. No ranges, no estimates, no hidden charges. Just one simple, totally transparent number. So what's the bottom line here? When you put all of this together, side by side, the choice becomes pretty darn clear. Okay, here it is, the final side-by-side showdown. The total cost is one thing, right? Potentially over $100 with some banks versus less than $13. But the real story, the one that really matters, is how many Mexican pesos actually land in the bank account. With the transparent option, significantly more of your money actually makes it to Mexico. We're talking about a difference of hundreds and hundreds of pesos on just a single transfer. So the next time you log in to pay those condo fees, it's really worth asking yourself this one question. Now that you know about the hidden FX spread, you can make a much smarter choice and make sure that more of your money actually ends up where it's supposed to go.